name's Miranda Burke. MirandaBourque.
All right. I want you to think back to when it happened and kind of describe to me what it was like when you found out you were pregnant for the first time.
And it was fast. I wouldn't call her an oopsie baby, but not planned. I was excited generally, though. I get to have my first baby. It's always exciting. Yeah, getting to tell my husband, seeing the excitement on his face, that's just always fun to plan out how you're going to do that. But overall, just general excitement and wonder.
How did it feel when you got to hold your baby for the first time? First moment you were actually a mom.
Overwhelming. Just this, and when I say overwhelming, I mean I didn't realize how much you could love someone. Like you get married and think like, oh, I love this person, but then you have a baby and it's like, oh, I didn't really know what love was. So just that overwhelming feeling of just love, and then the overwhelming feeling of I have to care for this baby all by ourselves with no training. It's fine. But
how different is it being a mom of one versus being a mom of two?
It's exhausting. And I still want a third. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like insane. It's really not that bad once both of your kids get in the rhythm of how you live. Like my kids are pretty chill for their ages. We have some rough times, but they're pretty chill compared to what I've seen. So it really, I mean, I miss the one-on-one with her, with my first. But I mean, it's not like a lot of people are always scared that you're gonna love the first one less because you have a baby. It's really, you just have the same amount of love for both of them. So
how has being a stay-at-home mom affected other areas of your life?
I don't have friends. But that's not just my kids' fault. It is hard to get out, with other friends and stuff. They don't really want your kids around all the time. I get it. It's exhausting. Others is sometimes it can really take a toll on you and you need a break. Because you're around your kids constantly. And again, I wouldn't trade that, but you do need a break sometimes to take care of yourself. You really forget to take care of yourself. It's very easy to do. But I would take that over taking them to daycare and going to work every day, because you're still doing something, not taking care of yourself, you're going to work. So
what would you consider the biggest reward about being a mom?
that I am literally their entire world. Like, I can do no wrong, and that blows my mind. Like, sometimes I get onto them and it hurts their feelings, or they get mad at me, but 2 seconds later they want to hug and kiss, and it's like nothing ever happened. And whenever something happens, they want mommy. So I always knew that was going to be my favorite thing, because I always nannied, but I wasn't their mom. So I never had that feeling of I'm the one that they want. Whereas now, I'm the one that my kids want when something goes wrong. So that I take a lot of privilege in.
It's a common phrase that being a mom is the hardest job in the world. Why do you think that is?
Why do I think that is? Because you're working full time 24/7. Especially if they're like my kids and don't sleep at night. Like, you are a mom. Some moms are also the dad. Um, you're a housekeeper. You're an accounting person. I don't know what they're called. Accountant. um, you literally do it. You're a chauffeur. You're a grocery shopper. Like everything. You have to do everything. So I get it. Like, it is tough. And not even just with that stuff. It's when your kid gets hurt and you can't do anything about it. Like, that's really hard. And just things that are out of your control that you can do nothing about. Nightmares. You can't fix that. I mean, you can pray over them, but yeah, it's pretty hard.
With your kids being only 3 and 2, you are still considered a young mom. So what kind of challenges do you foresee coming in years of them being young kids and then teenagers and then leaving the house?
Sassiness. My 3-year-old is very sassy. So I really hope that we have a good relationship. That's all I can hope for. I know it's hard for some moms and daughters to be besties. And then just general sibling things where you fight over things and just things that come with life, new changes. It's hard for everyone. New baby in the future, trying not to neglect the other two. Yeah, it's going to be hard for all of it. I mean, but it'll be fun. I'm excited to see how it all pans out, what their interests are, and like that.
What do you consider to be the biggest differences and similarities between mom versus dad?
Mom is safe. Not to say that, like, dads are, like, beating their kids or whatever. No, like, dads, like, mom's nurturing, let's say that. You know, like, they can always come to mommy. Not that I don't get on to my kids, I'm not saying that. And it's also weird, the dynamic between a mom and a son and a dad and a daughter. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but there's just a different kind of bond there. Like, I love my little boy. That is my little boy. He will always be my little boy. And my daughter is definitely a daddy's little girl. Daddy is her world. If I say no, she goes to daddy. So, yeah, and mom making all the home decisions on what the kids are going to do and eat and everything like that. While dad goes to work. Pretty typical family life.
You kind of touched on the differences between, like, mom and son versus dad and daughter. So since you do have a girl and a boy, what are the biggest differences in momming a girl versus momming a boy?
Momming a girl is hard because I feel like girls just in general are more strong-willed and they want to do what they want to do. Girl power. And when two girls are together, they butt heads. So it's kind of difficult to do that sometimes. But it's also fun. I mean, all the getting cute outfits and, girly things. And she puts my shoes on and walks around in my heels, and it's adorable. Momming a son, it's just, again, that's my little boy. I feel like we're going to have the relationship where he's like my little protector, and because that's what he seems like. It's always mommy. Daddy can't even look him in the eye sometimes. So yeah, I don't really know. Like, yeah, I don't know. He's gonna need a good girl. That's all I know.
What advice would you give to other young women who are thinking about becoming a mother?
Don't be scared to do it just because you're young. Like, people always say, oh, I want to live my life a little more. And yeah, I understand that. Like, that's totally fine. I would have liked a little bit longer with just me and my husband, but I wouldn't trade what I got. I mean, I love my kids. So they're the biggest joy in the world. You will not regret regret being a young mom. Like, because then you're like young and fit and you can do all the things. You're not exhausted all the time. Well, you're exhausted all the time anyway, but you're young, you can handle it. And you won't be so old when they're getting out of the house, so then you have time after they leave to be with your husband.